Karen Paswisaka from Group 3, and for this project, I was mainly focused on scanning and merging. Whenever I finished scanning on using the app Sidescape, I went ahead and downloaded it onto my drive as an E57 file. From there, I transferred it to my group's drive and downloaded it onto my computer. So I will be walking through the process that I went through when merging. I went ahead and opened up 2 files, and the first thing we want to do is subsample. We click on both files, click the subsample tool, and then under method we change it to random, and I will be putting 1,000,000 points so it could run a lot smoother and faster. So when we subsample, it does kind of rob the quality of the scan, as we could see. That's how the original is, and now it looks like that. So you kind of just have to keep that in mind when you're choosing a number to subsample from, because originally this was 6 million and this is 1 million now. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete the original scans and click on the scan I'm gonna be rotating and translating to merge. So we're gonna use the rotation translation tool, and with the right click of the mouse, we're gonna go ahead and drag it next to the scan. So I kind of like to play with one axis at a time. Right now it's at Z, and using the left click on the mouse, we're gonna go ahead and just drag it to try to match it with the other scan. So we're not able to play around with the view unless the tool is paused. I went ahead and paused it, and I'm dragging it. I'm gonna unpause it and continue rotating the scan. Another tool that I found really helpful was these cubes in the side that kind of sets the view. Right now it's in top view, and then we go to the front view and we kind of get a clearer picture of the scans. So I'm able to move it up. And now I'm gonna just try to align it best so we could go ahead and merge it. Okay, I think I found a good position for the scans. So I'm gonna go ahead and click the green check mark. And then we're gonna go ahead and merge them. So keep in mind that the first file that you select to merge will be the name of the file of all of the scans merged. So I went and clicked on the 022 file first, and I'm gonna click on the other scan and click this tool, the merge multiple clouds. Once you merge them, it's merged. You can't go back. You have to start over. So that's why you want to make sure your files are really aligned. It does take time, but it's kind of, a process you have to go through so all your floors can be straight and not crooked. So once they're both merged, I'm gonna go ahead and just delete the other file. It has no scan, it's meaningless, and we're gonna click on the scan and start segmenting all the floating points. So we kind of want to click the file, clean the file up. So it's better to segment out all the floating points once all the scans are merged. It's just easier to do. So once we click it, we just start making the shape around the floating points you want to get rid of. You just left click, and then when you're done, you click the right, and then you use this tool to segment out. Every time you segment out, it does pause, so it allows you to kind of play with the view a little. Then we're gonna go ahead and unpause it and continue segmenting out. And I'm kind of gonna just keep doing that until I find that it's clean enough. There's another software called Recap. You're able to segment out the pieces too, and I find that Recap supports larger files easier without like crashing. Okay, now that I segmented out most of the floating points, we're gonna go ahead and click the garbage can. This way the floating points aren't saved onto another file, it's just deleted. And here is our scan without the floating points. So yeah, that's kind of what I did with all the scans, and then we went ahead and merged them into floors, and then when we did floors, we went ahead and merged them into a whole building. And very quickly, just to save them, whenever you save them, you do have to click the files. You could just name it 122 lab and save, and there you have it.